Hello and welcome to All the Boards and a brand new week. Here we are. It actually feels like we are steaming through January, which is quite a change because January normally feels like it carries on for about a year all by itself. But here we are nearly in the middle of January and we've got some great stuff to show you in today's video. Before we begin, we just want to say thank you to everyone who came along to our first Blood on the Clock Tower event of 2025. We had a great time. Loads of games were played. I think they played through quite a few different scripts and stories. So if you missed out this time, then do check our social media. Come into the shop as well. You can find all the dates in the shop and on our website for future Blood on the Clock Tower. And you can book in with us at the same time as well. We normally max out at around 15 people. That's a really good number, sort of a sweet spot, 12 to 15 people. So if that does sound like something you'd like to attend once a month, let us know and we'll make sure that you are booked in for the next one. So on to this week's video. We're going to start off with our game of the week. And for me, since we got it in a couple of weeks ago, Micro Macro Jigsaw has to be this week's game of the week. Now, we've played a few of the others, had an absolute blast with them. If you enjoy things like Where's Wally from your childhood, then Micro Macro is going to be just as fun for you. The original series was called Crime City. It was based in a city called Crime City. You're following up on a variety of different cases. You're having to answer questions by tracking and following them through the city, often sort of going backwards to find out the origin and then following the story all the way through. Really, really good fun. And besides the story that you're following, there's some weird and wonderful stuff going on in some of the pictures as well. This one takes that concept and just transfers it over to the Jigsaw media. So you'll be placing together the Jigsaw, 500-piece Jigsaw, and then you have got 53 fun tasks to complete once you have put together the Jigsaw. So for those of you who maybe have friends or family that do enjoy Jigsaws but don't really play sort of any other tabletop games, this would be a great crossover into that, and vice versa. If you thought about getting a Jigsaw but it just seems a bit plain for you to just put a Jigsaw together and then that's it, it's done, take it apart and throw it back in the box, then having a game that you can play with it afterwards might appeal to you, and especially something like Micro Macro, because there's so much in here, you'll be looking at stuff for hours and hours and hours. So Micro Macro Funfair Jigsaw is this week's game of the week. Now the rest of our product highlights, we are looking at Dungeons and Dragons. So no doubt this time of year, a lot of people have either got Dungeons and Dragons books for Christmas, or have had Christmas money and used it to get Dungeons and Dragons books. They've maybe watched something on YouTube, Critical Role, Dimension 20, that sort of thing, and thought, yep, 2025, I want to get into it. And now you're here, you've got the books, whether that's the updated versions, which we have got here, the 2024 rules, as they call them, or whether it's the 2014 rules, all completely compatible with each other, by the way, so you can mix and match for the most part between things. You've got the books, but you don't know really where to start. Well, that's where we can come in, as we have got several handy outlets for you. Firstly, as part of our Monday evening RPG club, we are looking for people to join a new campaign that will be starting up as soon as we get all the spaces filled. This will be up to 6 people, and it will be running fortnightly on Mondays. So it won't be, for example, tonight, but if we were to have 6 people from next week, it would run from the 20th, and then it would be every 2 weeks after that. If that sounds like you can commit to a Monday schedule, then do get in touch with us. If you've been thinking about maybe you'd like to run something, either as a new DM or an experienced DM, you want to take on a new challenge, you want to join our community, let us know as well. We're always up for helping you in any way. For DMs, we have got maps, we have got books, we have got minis, we've got terrain, we've got markers. For the players, we've obviously got the books themselves, we've got the character sheets, we've got spare dice, literally anything that you could need as a group we have here at the shop, all at your disposal to use during your games. So if you would like to sign up as a player or as Dungeon Master, do let us know and we can get that group rolling as quickly as possible. And I've got the books here just to show you that we are in stock, good stock of both the 2014 and the 2024 rules. The 2014 rules, because they are strictly a past edition, these have been reduced down to just £30 per book. These ones are at $37.95. But as I said, there is nothing wrong with the old edition. I'm still playing campaigns myself using the 2014 rule set, and it's still a lot of fun. 2024 just brings in a few extra tweaks and just rounds a few things off from the previous version. But by and large, as I said, they are compatible for the most part. So if you are looking for the books, depending on what edition you fancy playing, we have those in stock for you. So on to the events for the week. So we're really, really excited to be kicking off with Altered again this week. A lovely, lovely game and very unique and innovative within the trading card game world. This is a game where exploration is paramount. There is no combat to speak of in this game, so this is a purely non-combat TCG. Instead, it relies on you playing characters that will allow you to explore different regions, and you have this area majority mechanism that is pervaded throughout the game. So one that really brings over some board game elements into a trading card game, which I really, really like. It's an easy game to pick up, and it has a very unique approach to its cards as well. Each card has a QR code on it, and that gives you the digital right to that card. And then there's a printing service that allows you to print off cards. So it also makes it quite a cheap way to play the game as well, because if you just want to play some games casually, whether that be here at the shop or elsewhere, maybe at home, you can just print off the cards that you want. And there you go, Bob's your uncle. You've got decks, you can give decks to your friends. They can play with you, not a problem at all. If you would like to join us for sort of a more structured play, you can come along on Tuesday evenings. We do have spare decks as well. It's only £6 entry. So if you have your own deck, bring it along. If you don't, we do have spare decks that you can borrow for the evening. As I said, it is a really, really good game. And if you love your TCGs, maybe you're just a big board games fan, you're looking to try something different, I cannot recommend it heavily enough. That is Tuesday evenings from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m, £6 per person. And then the rest of the week really is looking much the same. We've put out a request for a new group, new midweek group on Thursdays, so that is become filled very, very quickly. So do keep an eye out, as I said, for future D&D groups, the Monday one that we have just mentioned, as well as others, if you're available sort of more daytime hours. There will be more of those going up throughout the year as we progress. And then finally, this weekend is our Set Championship, the first big Lorcana event of the year. And Set Championship, what a way to kick 2025 off for Lorcana. Super, super excited for this one. We've got the promos for the top 8. We've got the playmats for your champion and your second place runner-up. And we've also got trophies, little plaques arriving as well. And for those of you who missed the announcements earlier at the start of the year, this is also going to kick off the inaugural Board at Home Store Championship, where we will be putting you into a league system and recording your points at every major event we run. So our monthly winner boxes and set championships. At the end of the year, we take a look at everyone's totals after the final winner box, and then we will do an invitational for the top X players, 8 or 12, depending on how many people we have, and then they will compete for the honour of being the 2025 Grand Champion of Board at Home. So quite a fun year for Lorcana, and we're really looking forwards to this and to seeing who will be our Grand Champion in 12 months' time. So obviously, to be part of that, make sure that you know the dates first. We've got all the dates here for all of our monthly events. Go onto our website and you can book through the website. You can also book by calling, messaging me, or by popping into the shop. But do make sure that you book, because we only accept advanced bookings now for our Lorcana events. So if you turn up on the day, chances are we will be full and we will have to deny you entry. So make sure you check on the website. If you can't check on the website and it's not there, chances are that we are full. We are filling up very fast. We only have a number of spaces left. So if you're umming and ahhing, you're thinking about attending, I do recommend signing up sooner rather than later. I'd hate to disappoint you at the event. But it's shaping up to be a really good one. I'm super excited for that. So that about wraps up everything for this video. If you have any questions at all regarding either anything that we've discussed in the video, the events, our weekly events, or indeed anything within the shop, then just drop us a comment below, drop us an email, a message via other social media, pop into the shop and have a chat. Always love having feedback from you guys, love having a chat to you, discussing everything tabletop related. So yeah, thank you all for watching, and as always, we'll see you in the boardroom.